एक्सटेंडिंग, और जिस डायरेक्शन में आपको वही सेम सिमिलर रॉक मिले, जस्ट लाइक अगर आप इस डायरेक्शन में you walk in this direction, so you will find the same rock unit. Like for example, try to draw the, we move from here to here, we will find the same rock type. That move means you are moving along the strike. However, if you are moving in this direction, you will find different rock type. This is not the direction of the strike. The direction of strike is the one in which you will have the similar formation for tens of meters, for kilometers. Similarly, you can see an example here. यहाँ पर भी आप देख सकते हैं, we have a rock unit, and you see the same rock unit is present in this direction, and if you move in this direction, then you cannot trace this unit. So it means along the strike, the chances of finding the same rock unit are more. Similarly, you can see there are many layers present. Like for example, if you see this layer, then this layer is extending like this. Similarly, we have this layer. Similarly, the layer that is also present, the dark brown layer. And then you will see that there is this direction as well. However, in this direction, you cannot find the and you can see that the layers are continuous in this direction. Similarly, in the map view, you can see that these layers are continuous, and this indicates the direction of strike. You can measure a number of lines along this strata, and maybe this is a small stream that is cutting the strike and is going to this valley or somewhere. So this is how the strike actually looks like in the field. Okay, and then the idea is to measure the strike. As you guys remember, we use Brenton compass, and in Brenton we have two sides, and you can see that this guy is using a notebook. He is taking this notebook as parallel to the direction of strike. समटाइम कुछ ऐसी फॉर्मेशंस होती हैं जिनका एक्सपोजर इस टाइप का नहीं होता कि आप डायरेक्टली फॉर्मेशन के ऊपर ब्रंटन को रखकर वहाँ से मेजरमेंट लें. In those situations you take your notebook and make it parallel to the bedding direction, just like you see this is the direction, this is the bed, and you see this guy as placed his notebook parallel to the direction of the strike. Similarly, this is the bedding, and this guy has made this notebook parallel to the direction of the strike. Similarly, we can see it in this direction. तो आपने जो दो sides हैं अपनी ब्रंटन की, you will make those two sides parallel to the direction of the teacher. जैसे हमने इसमें देखा था, we have these two sides. So ये जो दो sides हैं, you just put these two sides parallel to the feature that you want to measure. ये वाली जो दो sides हैं, and then once you get the reading, then you will press this pin. तो तब आपने ये pin जो है इसको press कर देना है, and then try to read the reading. तो ये pointed है, जो painted type of needle है, और इस needle को आपने इस scale के ऊपर देखना है, ये जो ऊपर वाला scale है, जो जिसको हम कंपास कार्ड कह रहे हैं यहाँ पे, तो इस स्केल के ऊपर आपने देखना है क्या वैल्यू आ रही है, दैट विल बी द वैल्यू ऑफ योर स्ट्राइक. Oh, it is very simple exercise you guys can do once you go to the field. It's very easy, and you can take 100 of these values. And measuring strike is very important as it gives you the appreciation of the structures that are present in the area. And as you know, we want to study various formations and various rock units. And for any geologist, it is the most fundamental practice to record strike of a tilted or of a dipping plane or a feature. You can see that this is a part of the bed that has been exposed, and this guy is trying to collect the data on the strike. Measuring the strike, as it has been discussed, we have the direction of the line of intersection between a tilted plane and a horizontal plane. And you can see that this guy has drawn a line. तो इन्होंने एक line लगाई हुई है यहाँ पर, और उस line के, क्योंकि we are doing an exercise, so you can also do this. You can bring a chalk with you, and आपको लग रहा है कि जिस डायरेक्शन में इस रॉक यूनिट की स्ट्राइक है, उस डायरेक्शन के साथ आप एक पैरेलल लाइन लगाएं, and then you place your frontal compass with it with two sides parallel. और आपने पैरेलल कैसे पता चलेगा आपको कि वो बैलेंस है? From this small circle we call it as the bullseye. तो इस bullseye में we also have a drop, and that bubble we want to see whether it is parallel or it is giving us the right reading. तो आपने इस बुल्स आई को सेंटर में रखना है, and then you have a pin. You see the finger of this guy is on a pin, so you will press this pin once you think the bubble is parallel, and as it is parallel it will give you the information about the strike of the feature. So remember this bullseye, the small bubble, we use it for the collection and for authentication of data for the strike. Then comes the other important part, that is the dip. So you can see here we have a feature, and this was actually the strike of the feature. तो अगर आपको यही formation you want to trace it, you will have to come in this direction. तो आपको इस direction में जाना पड़ेगा, you will find the same formation. However, if you go in this direction, the rock types and rock layers are changing. So this is the direction of the dip. Okay, in the direction of the dip, the rock types will change. It is an indication that we are moving in the direction of the dip. So dip will always be perpendicular to the strike. Very easy test. You want to see in which direction there is the dip. You just put some water on it and see in what direction the water flows. The direction of the flow of water will tell you the direction of the dip. Okay, so this is the direction of the dip. Or maybe you can throw a small stone here. Just do a small experiment. Just pick one of the small pebbles from here and just gently throw it on the surface. So it will follow the trend along which the dip is present. That's how we differentiate between strike and dip. So we used the outer periphery and this needle for measuring the strike. Let's see how we do it for the dip, and you can see that These are the layers, and clearly this is the direction of the strike, and you can see that these guys are standing on a tilted plane. They are standing on a sloping surface, so this will be the direction of the dip. So this is not a horizontal plane, this is a tilted plane, and this is the, you can draw lines along this surface, and then you just place your Brenton along with it, and then once you want to uh, measure the dip, you use the uh, other part of it. Let's see how they do it for the dip. Here we have different lines. These lines are indicating the direction of the strike, and then we just open the Brenton and place two ends of it, and then we try to parallel the bubble, the other bubble that is in the form of the capsule. यहाँ पर आपको एक capsule नजर आ रहा है. This capsule, we can control this capsule from the, let's see if we have the photograph of the back side of the Brenton. I can show you that thing. Unfortunately we don't have it. लेकिन ये जो आपको नजर आ रही है बेस, इसके पीछे there is some dial, जैसे क्लॉक के पीछे एक डायल होता है, तो you turn that dial, तो इसके पीछे एक डायल है that we normally move when we are collecting the data for the dip, and then हम देखते हैं कि जब उसको मूव करते हैं, जब तक ये कैप्सूल जो है, this thing, the bubble in the capsule becomes in the center of two lines. तो यहाँ पर दो small lines लगी होती हैं, so we have to balance that bubble in the center. That shows that the clinometer is leveled, and then just read the dip. तो यहाँ पर वो dip आपको 36 डिग्री दे रहा है. तो the scale that we use for the scale that we normally use for this one is the inner scale. तो बाहर वाला scale आप इसके लिए use नहीं करेंगे. We will use the scale that is present in the lowermost part of the Brenton, and you can see that there are some there is small plane that moves. जब आप इसको पीछे से move करेंगे from the back side, it will automatically move. ये जो small scale यहाँ पर आपको नजर आ रहा है, this one, it will automatically move in this direction and in this direction. Once your bubble is entered, that will give you the amount of dip that is present in that particular feature. That's how we measure the dip. These are very easy exercises. Once you have the instrument in your hand and you have a planar feature, आपके पास कोई feature भी हो, you can measure the strike and the dip, and you can also do a simple exercise with your notebook, as you have seen that guys are doing it with the notebook, and you can draw the line along a plane and to indicate the strike, and the line that is perpendicular to it will be indicator of the dip. So this is how we differentiate between strike and dip, and we measure using the Brenton. Okay, now how we indicate strike and dip. So you guys know we have divided the quadrants into north, east, south, and west. Okay, now we think the strike is strike, remember, can be measured in two ways. We can either say the whole scale, तो हम ये भी कह सकते हैं 337. So it is understood that 337 is present somewhere here. Somewhere here we can say that, because this is 360 as well as this is 0. This is 90. This is 180. And this is 270. So you can write it as a whole, and or you can just try to calculate. Okay, just minus 360, 337 को इसमें से minus करें, so how much you will get? 23. Yes, 23. So you can just write it north 23 degree west, or you can also write it 337 degrees. Okay, but this is how normally we write the direction of the and amount of the strike. Now if you want to give it a symbol, अगर आप इसको symbol देना चाहते हैं, just draw a line that is parallel to the direction of the, because we are just doing it as an exercise. So you will just draw this one like this. Okay, and how much is the amount of dip? Is 36 degree, and in which direction? Northeast. तो यहाँ पर नॉर्थ ईस्ट जो है वो किस तरफ होगा? इस तरफ होगा. Just put a small dash on this side and just write 36 degree. So this is how we indicate the strike and dip on the map. So you can see that here we have discussed a total of 2-3 main things. We measured the strike, we measured the dip, and then we understand how we give it a notation, and then the other part of it is that we understand how to indicate the strike and dip on the map. So अगर आपके पास you have a sheet of a map and you want to indicate that ये जो sandstone है इसकी strike dip क्या है, so you will use this symbol. So this symbol will change its orientation. तो जैसे जैसे strike change होगी, इस symbol की orientation जो है it also will change. But remember, the dip will always be perpendicular to the direction of the strike. Okay, so this is how we do recording of strike and dip, and we do record various features, and और इसी से we record various structure geological features. तो अगर आपका interest structure geology में है, folds में, faults में, lineation, foliation, and all these related areas, then recording strike and dip is the first thing you need to learn. And if you get master in doing strike and dip, it will be very easy to understand the direction of the strata, the orientation of the strata, and in which direction the strata is going, as well as geological mapping, because बहुत सी companies like oil companies, similarly engineering geological companies, similarly Geological Survey of Pakistan, United States Geological Survey, they use these strike and dip symbols to indicate various rock units. So what you can do, just do a small exercise after you finish the class. Just try to search geological maps on Google and see if you can find a strike and dip symbol on that map, and try to understand कि जिस जगह पे वो symbol लगा हुआ है उसकी rock type क्या है and why it has this strike and dip. Just try to do a small exercise. Just search on Google a random map, geological map, and try to see different orientations of strata and try to understand what these orientations indicate, because we are indicating all the rock types and all the directions on a piece of paper. Then we use these type of symbols to indicate that these stratas are moving in different directions and they are present in different directions. And moreover, what we can do for our record, when we are taking the strike and dip, we also take photographs of the strata, so we know in which direction the photograph is taken. Like for example, later on, if you have you lost your notebook or something, then you have proper record of your field findings, and later on you can use that record for your understanding. I hope we when the conditions get open, we can go for a few days to the field, and we can actually do this exercise for strike and dip, and try to appreciate the idea of using Breton compass for our measurements. Well, with that, I think for today that is enough for your brain intake. That if you guys can understand this, then will be enough for today. ओके अगर आप लोगों का कोई क्वेश्चन है इससे रिलेटेड यू गाइस कैन आस्क you guys don't have any questions. Now there are different apps and different mobile phone applications that you can use as well for measuring strike and dip in the field. अगर आपके पास printer नहीं है, you can try to find some free apps are also available. You try to do practice with those apps. I will try to see if I can find any. I will try to record how it to use it. So I will try to send you a demo of that, and with that technology we can actually measure the strike and dip at a very faster rate. Similarly, some of these features of the mobile app can help you to speed up the collection of the data. Like for example, if you spend 4 to 5 minutes in taking strike and dip, maybe you can measure the strike and dip in 10 seconds. And similarly, these applications, they have a storage capacity. They can store 100 of values, and later on you can connect that smartphone with a computer and try to transfer all the data in an Excel sheet. Excel sheet के ऊपर आपके पास तमाम locations जहाँ पर आपने visit किया है, all the data of strike and dip will be calculated, and later on you can transfer using an application and transfer that data based on longitudes, latitudes to your map, and then the number of hours that you spend in digitizing will be automatically decreased. Okay, so with that